Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about another new drugstore product, another new 2016 drugstore product is starting to pop up. As I said in my last video, drugstore.com, if you go online you can find a bunch of the new drugstore products that may not have landed in stores, certain stores. They're kind of popping up, but if you're impatient like me and you just want to try them and review them, which is what I'm doing for you guys, or if you seem to like what I say, this is something you might like, you can just go online there instead of having to hunt down every single Walgreens. So for today's product, I'm so excited. I wanted to talk about the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion Foundation. And this is like the first cushion foundation that L'Oreal has come out with. I know cushion foundations is definitely nothing new, especially a lot of Korean brands. This is just something that is within those brands. This is just something so popular within the Korean brands. American brands are starting to bring in the cushion foundations, and I know Lancome had actually come out with a cushion foundation. I want to try it so badly, but that's like about $45 to $50. So I kind of held back, but then I saw that L'Oreal was going to be coming out with a cushion foundation, and I was like, you know what, L'Oreal, Lancome, they're basically under the same umbrella, so why wouldn't it be, you know, lesser quality? Should it be something that's going to be similar? I'm going to hold off for the drugstore version. And I did. And yes, I saw that the L'Oreal one, I found mine at ultabeauty.com. Another place is available, so in case you want to get Ulta points specifically, online, but they should start popping up in your local drugstores. I love the packaging, super cute. It's like a rose gold packaging, and then just like it's like in a compact version. You open it up, mine's dirty, but you get your little sponge, and then this kind of is like a protector to keep your product from drying out. You open it, and now for the shade selection, they have about 12 shades, and L'Oreal, the way they normally kind of separate their shade selection is by undertones. So they have about 4 shades for the warm undertone, 4 shades for the cool undertone, and 4 shades for the neutral. I hope that's just something maybe they're starting off with, and then they'll kind of branch out just after they see how people really like the product. Maybe they'll add more. I picked up mine in the shade C3 just because I already have like the original Lumi foundation that comes in a pump, C5, and it's way too dark. In the regular True Match I'm a C5, but for some reason the Lumi runs a little bit darker, so I was afraid same thing. So you know what, let me try, maybe I was between C3 and C4 for this foundation. I was like, you know what, it's easier to go lighter than darker, but I feel like I probably could have gone a C4. So probably, honestly, when I finish this, I'll probably go for the C4, and that'll probably be my exact shade. So if you guys are familiar with the original just Lumi foundation in a pump, I feel like the formula is similar, if not the same. I feel like if they just put this foundation in this little compact version. So if you're familiar with it, I'll even link down below my review and demo of this foundation just for a little bit more in depth, but it's definitely going to be a luminous, healthy glow. Maybe for oily skin it might come off a little bit more dewy. But if you love this formula, you're gonna love this foundation. And honestly, you're probably thinking, like, well, why don't I just buy the pump version? But there's a couple things that maybe you might favor in having it as a compact. Because honestly, for me too, like cushion compacts, this is the first time I've ever used a cushion compact. And I'm like, well, why would you maybe want that instead of just getting a pump foundation? But honestly, I feel like this is going to be a go-to for me in the morning because it's just so quick. It's so easy. It's super low maintenance because you kind of have your little cushion in here, and you have the little puff right here, and you have the little cushion here. You can just, you know, put your fingers, dab it in, dab it all around. If you want to add another layer, really quick and easy. If you're like me and you only give yourself 5 to 10 minutes, that is something very convenient, especially if sometimes when I add like regular pump foundation or foundations that don't even have a pump, it can get kind of messy. I usually put it in the back of my hand and then kind of stipple it around using my fingers, and then I'm in a rush getting ready for work, and I'm like, oh god, I hope I don't get foundation over my shirt or my pants. And foundation to get off clothes is a pain in the ass. So if you have it all right here and you just place it back in your compact, and also say you don't have time to do this at home, but you want to do this on your, you know, travel to work, if you're taking the train or the bus, you just take this with you and put it in your little makeup bag. Instead of having to carry the brush, carry your beauty blender, add the mirror, you have it all right here. Because I don't know how many foundations like this have a mirror inside. So this is really great for travel, even if it's not just to work, but if you're a low maintenance chick in general when you travel, not me, and this is all you want to take, I think that's really great. So I honestly have been loving this for the mornings. The coverage of this is going to be the consistency. It's a very sheer to buildable coverage as it says, and you can definitely build it up. So sheer for those of you who really just want to even out skin tone, or if you're buildable like me, if you want some sort of more coverage, if you're a coverage queen like I am, then you're still gonna love this. But especially for like work days where honestly I'm fine with a nice light coverage, as long as it evens everything out, I'm okay with it. If you guys want to see the application of it, I'll show you guys me just applying one layer and then 2 layers and just the difference that it makes on my face. Alright, so I'm going to bring you guys in. As you can see, I've got a little bit of redness going on in the cheeks. My skin can use some evening out. And then we've got some little boogers, not boogers, but little guys hanging out around here, stressing out. Really need my vacation right now. But this really helps to kind of just something quick, give you a very nice and natural look, but very well put together. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my little powder puff and then just kind of like squeeze this down on here, like just tap it down, and you get a bunch of product right there. And I'm just gonna go in and just dab this around my face, just patting. I could have gone a shade darker, but I really wasn't sure between the C3 and the C4, since I have the regular Lumi foundation in C5 and that's way too dark. But this oxidizes, I feel like, just a teeny bit, so it still works for my skin. And then if you want to get like maybe right here in the nose area, you can just fold that and just tap that in. And don't forget to go a little bit down the neck just to blend it out a little bit. So that's just with one layer, so definitely a nice luminous finish. Really evened out, you know, just a little redness we have going on here. And you can do some very nice sheer coverage. And I'll show you guys with 2 layers. And this builds up really, really nicely, since this is a really nice lightweight foundation. So here's 2 coats, and then here's nothing. I can squeeze in 3 fingers since my hands are like tiny. So you can do about 2 or 3. Definitely comes off a lot more pinker on camera, but in person the color matching is a lot better. So I'm just gonna come back, finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'll show you guys. But nice luminous glow. So as you guys saw, it's definitely more of a luminous, dewy finish, but it does dry down. So for my dry skin, it gives me that really, really healthy glow, as I said. Oily skin, honestly, I'm not sure if you're gonna like it, if you're gonna love it, but normal to dry skin, it definitely just gives you a natural looking finish, which is what I'm looking for during the work day. And honestly, wear time, this will last you for the work day. And I even did this on a rush where like I don't even let it sit, and I do like the powder and everything, and it still lasted me at least 7 to 8 hours, which is what I'm looking for my foundation Monday through Friday. The one thing I feel like I am honestly not a fan of, or rather that I feel like they could have done a little bit better on, is the price. When I bought mine at Ulta online, it was about $16.99. I was like, really, for a drugstore foundation? As it is, it's not too crazy, seeing as though maybe at Ulta this is what, like $13, $14? Still a little pricey, L'Oreal. But Ulta, they always have $3.50, I wish, $3.50 off of $10 or more, or they have sometimes, a lot of the times, of $5 off. And then also if you get it, maybe once they start popping off at Walmart and Target, they might be a little bit cheaper. But however, I feel like maybe $12 to $13 would have been a little bit nicer at Ulta. Therefore, you know, maybe like $10, $11 at, you know, Target or Walmart, where things a little bit cheaper. So that, I'm like, but I like it, so I'm okay with it, and I really wanted to review it for you guys, so I was okay with just like buying it real quick, and they shipped really, really quickly. If you want quick shipping, get it at Ulta. Overall, I'm really, really impressed by this cushion foundation. I really, really love it. I love the packaging of it. I didn't think I would be someone who would love a cushion foundation, but I like the fact that I can just dab my foundation on my face, because you can normally, I see girls, you know, with the powder, they just go real quick with their powder, but dry skin, me and powder, we cannot do that. But the fact that I have a cushion foundation, something really, really moisturizing that I can just dab really quick on my face, grab and go, I love this. So if you heard some things that you liked here, I think you should definitely pick it up. If you're not a fan of the price, wait for a coupon, wait for a sale, wait for 20% off, wait for 40% off. There's definitely ways you can get this for a better price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review and demo of the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Compact Foundation. Definitely have a couple more new drugstore products for 2016. 'Tis the season for new drugstore products. I think this is my favorite part about December, more so than Christmas. New drugstore products that I can hunt down for you guys. I'll link down below my other video that I just did for the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipsticks, which is a little deceiving. But check that out, and then we have some contour and highlight palettes coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, especially these new drugstore videos, new drugstore makeup coming out, and I'll see you guys next time.